Prince Harry visited London, and he was without his spouse and even without his children. It is clear that if he had brought Archie and Lilibet to the UK, Charles would not have been able to deny his son a meeting. But that's the thing, the Sussexes have hidden their children so securely that no one has seen them even in a photo for several years, let alone anyone who can confirm that the children live with Meghan and Harry. It was recently reported that Meghan hired a famous photographer from New York to do a photo shoot with the babies. As a result, the press published an article that talked about the Duchess's new business, but the pictures of the children turned out to be old. Is it any wonder that no one from the royal family congratulated Archie on his birthday, which was just a few days ago? Grandpa Charles hasn't seen his grandson since 2020, when Meghan and Harry moved to America. He hasn't seen Lilibet at all, not even once. If it's so hard for Harry to bring his children to his family, he could at least send photos of them to his father. But he's never done that either. And in all these tales of insiders that Charles talks constantly with his grandchildren on the phone, for a long time no one believes. So what kind of reconciliation after such behavior did Harry expect when he arrived in London? One can believe that Kate would meet with her husband's younger brother and talk to him. But how is it possible? She herself is not feeling well. William is adamantly opposed to such a meeting. And even if the king refused to meet with his son, how would Kate be able to arrange this meeting against his will? Writer and royal expert Christopher Anderson quite logically suggested in what case Catherine and Harry could meet. If Charles himself had asked his daughter-in-law to speak to Harry, she would certainly have done so. But it would look like the king himself is hiding behind Catherine and is afraid to meet with his son. William even went out of town for the duration of his brother's visit to London. According to royal biographer Tom Quinn, the future king is afraid to meet Harry. Maybe it's the difficulty of translating from English, but what does the word afraid mean? You'd think the Duke of Sussex was so formidable that William was afraid of him. He simply had business outside the capital, so be left without paying attention to his brother's arrival. Otherwise, he could have stayed like his father in London, and Harry wouldn't have even dared to ask William to meet him. Most importantly, to meet with the younger prince did not become any of his relatives from his father's side. Now the press will not be able, referring to insiders, to write articles about how the king misses his son.